Aloha, my name is Giuliano Geronymo. I am a wellness coach, a shamanic sound healing practitioner, visionary artist, and an ocean lover. I wanted to take a moment today and share a bit, recognizing that so many of us are wanting to navigate this global unfolding with our health being our priority, recognizing how important it is for us to focus on self-care, to keep our immune system strong, to keep our health at an optimal level. And there are so many different ways to do so. Today, I wanted to focus on 5 ways to raise your vibration. The first way is drinking water. Water is something that we know we should be drinking more of, but for whatever reason, we might not be doing so, and that's totally fine. I noticed growing up during my high school years, during my college years, when I needed a bit more energy, the first thing I'd reach for was an energy drink or even some coffee, which I would get initially a boost, followed by a crash. It wasn't very sustainable. I usually didn't feel so great afterwards. And my mother, the dietitian, she recommended I drink more water. So eventually I humbled myself and took my mother's words of advice, start to drink more water, and start to notice that this was giving me more energy than coffee, than the energy drinks themselves. And I realized that this was supporting me to be more hydrated. Most of the time, this low energy levels was due to being dehydrated and needing to replenish all of that water in my body. Another way that water helps to raise your vibration is to support your elimination process. This body is such a miracle machine in that it has a built-in filtration system, many organs that support the process of elimination. Your intestines that support the elimination of waste from what your body didn't absorb or didn't need from your meals, the kidneys which eliminate through urination, your lungs which eliminate carbon dioxide. And these organs and more are requiring water to function, to process what's coming in and let go of what needs to go back out again. So something that I like to do is to focus not only on drinking more water, but to be mindful on the quality of the water that I'm drinking. If you want to take things to the next level, I definitely would suggest investing in some sort of water filtration system. In my life, I've drank water directly from springs, which is the best you can get. Another thing that I have experienced is getting reverse osmosis water from machines in my local grocery stores. I've also drank water from Kangen water machines, and I'm currently staying at a friend's house who has a Berkey water filter. I would personally recommend you do your due diligence, do a little bit of research online, and see what makes the most sense for you. Yes. Number 2, get outdoors. I recognize that with this global unfolding, we are being asked to spend more time indoors, more time in isolation, more time to be in our little bubbles, which is good and it's necessary to a certain level. Just as necessary is being outdoors, connecting with nature, because there is a direct link with our immune system, our health level, and the time we spend connecting being outdoors. So have you ever noticed how good you feel after a good hike, after a good swim in the ocean, after spending a day outside, going on an adventure with friends or on a solo trip? This is not by coincidence. For one, you are oxygenating your body, which is so important, just as important as water. Another thing that's happening is that you're immersing yourself in an environment, in an electromagnetic field that is being emitted by the trees and by all these other beautiful manifestations of nature. Your body also emits its own electromagnetic field, and the strength of your electromagnetic field is directly influenced by your environment, by your lifestyle choices, by the foods you eat, by the water you drink, and so much more. So your electromagnetic field at times can weaken and start to manifest as disease, start to manifest as tiredness, start to manifest in so many different ways. So one way that you can boost your electromagnetic field, which is directly linked to your level of health and to your immune system, is to go out in nature and directly connect. For a bonus, I would suggest taking off your shoes and going for a walk barefoot, either along the ocean shore or out in a forest somewhere close by your home, And what's happening here is a phenomenon called grounding. Grounding is essentially when you take your shoes off and the soles of your feet have direct access to the earth. And the energy of the earth is able to connect with your own energy, creating a grounding effect. And this has so many benefits, such as reduced inflammation, feelings of emotional well-being, feeling more physically calm, relaxed, etc. Now, if this might not be available to you, if you live in a big city, if there's lots of condos, lots of concrete, I grew up in Miami Beach, I know what you're going through. Something that you can do is go out to a park and go sit underneath a tree, bring a nice blanket, bring a snack, bring a book, have a good little picnic, and just sit at the base of this tree and be in the field of this tree. Immerse your field in the field of this tree. Feel this merging, feel this union, receive this blessing. Number 3, spending time with loved ones. As human beings, we are social creatures. We love being around other human beings. We notice how when we're around our close friends, when we're around our family, our mood is boosted immediately, and to take note of that. Again, wanting to respect the parameters of this global unfolding and what is being asked of us, and also being mindful of who we choose to interact with. So there's something called association, and essentially this is who we choose to let into our inner circle. I always recommend it, like to practice in my own life, being kind, being friendly, being compassionate with every single person that crosses my path, because we're sharing this planet together. Pretty simple. However, who I choose to let into my inner circle is a little bit different, and being mindful of what influence how these people are living, what is their lifestyle, how is their state of mind, how is their state of being, and recognizing that all of that has an influence on our own mindset, state of being, lifestyle, being really particular about who we want to be around for our own mental well-being and for our own vibrational well-being. Not so much keeping a wall and closing people off, but more like a filter, and being clear on who it is we allow in and who it is that we don't really feel vibrationally matched with. Number 4, fourth way to raise your vibration is meditation. I just did my last video about the topic of meditation and the 5 reasons why I meditate every single day, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. This is a practice that I've been engaging in for the last decade or so, and I can tell you the benefits are a lot more than 5. It's something that is accessible and beneficial for every single person on this planet. This I am positive of, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour a day. There are so many resources. I can leave a link to some meditation videos in this description, and you can also look on YouTube. There are so many guided meditation videos on this topic to get you started. And number 5, practicing yoga. Yoga is something that I learned is not about touching your toes, but more about touching your soul. And it's a really interesting story. About 6 or 7 years ago, when I was in college, I was bribed to go to my first yoga class because I was told there was going to be free food there. Pro tip, if you want to get college students to show up to something, tell them there's going to be free food. So I showed up to this spiritual temple across the street from my campus, and it was a simple 2-story house that was converted. I noticed that 1, there was no furniture inside, and 2, there was a sweet fragrance of incense and this soft Indian meditation style music playing in the background. I noticed how peaceful I felt before the class even began. By the end of the 90-minute class, I remember feeling a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of relaxation that I hadn't felt in many years without having to drink or smoke anything. And that's saying a lot. So the beauty about yoga is that in my personal experience, it's taught me how to care for my body more. I know if I have tightness or pain in any area of my body, there are specific yoga postures that I can practice to alleviate and sometimes heal this pain naturally. And if you don't believe me, My father is 83 as of the recording of this video. A couple of years ago, he approached me and shared that he had some lower back pain that he was experiencing and asked me if there's anything that he could do to alleviate that. So I suggested him some basic yoga postures that he could practice every morning for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever he had the time for, and for him to let me know how he felt and if he needed more guidance. Well, after a few days, he told me that this back pain had completely disappeared, and when it has come back, he knew that he could always go back to these yoga postures. So yoga is for everyone. No matter your age, no matter your level of health, no matter your body type, body style, body. Yoga is for everyone, and I know that this can benefit you. There are, again, so many free yoga videos on YouTube, all over the internet. This is something that you can practice if you have a strong Wi-Fi connection, a cell phone, a computer, a tablet, in the comfort of your own home. And I know that you can receive the benefits that I've been receiving for the last decade today. So, those are the 5 ways that you can raise your vibration. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I do set this intention that you can receive value from this. You can receive something that is going to inspire you to make this shift, make this change in your life, to take care of yourself in the way that you know that you deserve, so that you can show up for yourself, for your loved ones, and for all beings at your highest happiness. So if you love this video, please leave me some feedback. I would love to hear your insight. Leave a comment below. If you feel that this video would benefit some of your friends, some of your loved ones, I welcome you to share this video so that they can receive this information as well. And if there's anything else, feel free to send me a message. We can keep the conversation going. Wish you a blessed day. And aloha.